I ask that the highest vibrations of light and love connect to my highest self and release all previous programming and unwanted energies. And I shall set aside my ego and personal identity so that Debbie Collier can use me as a vessel or a channel to tell us what really happened to her. So today's tarot reading is on Debbie Collier. So this woman, Debbie Collier, was last seen alive on video at a Family Dollar store on September 10th. And her husband, Stephen Collier, reported her missing around 6 p.m. Now, she was actually found naked and dead in the woods on September 11th. She was 59 years old. It seemed that she had fallen down some embankment, grasping a tree, and there was charring on her stomach, according to reports. And for some reason, they ruled her death a suicide. Now, they're saying that her death was a suicide by inhaling superheated gases and the thermal injuries. Plus, there was hydrocodone intoxication, according to reports as well. Which, it did not say it was hydrocodone overdose. It just says intoxication. So, I don't know why that would be contributing to a suicide. Unless they think that caused her not to be in the correct mental state. There was no suicide note. There was no other indication that it was an actual suicide. Although I did see one report that said her phone had a message that was not sent, but the message was to her son. It said, "I love you." So I don't know if that's true, but I saw that in a news report. And she did send a very strange amount, over $2,000, I believe, to her daughter through Venmo. And the Venmo message said, "They won't let me go. Basically, I love you, and there's a key to my house under the blue flower pot," or something like that. So that was very strange that the daughter received this Venmo with a very weird, uneven amount of money. She had an unsent message to her son and a Venmo to her daughter. So none of the messages said anything about her having a desire to take her own life. So I find it strange that they jumped to suicide. All right, so when I heard about this case back in 2022, I remember telling my husband at the time, there's no way this woman caught herself on fire to commit suicide in the woods naked. There's just no way. Come on, look at Debbie Collier. Does she look like the type to go down like that? Come on. Anyway, I just didn't believe it. In my opinion, that's not what happened. Based on just how I felt about it, you know? So anyway, fast forward to now. It was, I think it was the 23rd, I believe. I woke up with Debbie Collier on my mind for some reason. Right now, like this month, the 23rd of February. And I was like, this is strange. I wonder if there's any new news on Debbie Collier. So I went to the computer and I searched current news for Debbie Collier. And I found an article that said that it's kind of like reopening. Her case may be reopening because now it's determined, like by an autopsy. Maybe they had another autopsy. I'll have to read the article again, but basically, they're saying there was a lot more charring or burns across her body than was first indicated by that investigation. So I found that interesting as well. Now, the current news, though, remember, I woke up thinking of Debbie on the 23rd. And that news article that I found came out on the 22nd, so just the day before. So I felt like Debbie wanted to get her story out there. I feel like Debbie's working behind the scenes or on the other side, trying to tell people that something is wrong with what they're saying about her death. So let's just tap into Debbie's energy and the energy of the event of her death and see what the cards have to say about it. So I'm going to be lighting this candle in honor of Debbie Collier. So Debbie Collier, as this candle is lit, I ask you to be with me so that you can use me as your voice to tell the story of what really happened to you, Debbie Collier. And you can remain with me here as long as this candle is lit. And so it is. All right. I'm going to start with the tarot. I'm going to shuffle the deck 3 times, cut the deck, and then draw 3 cards. And these 3 cards are regarding the energy of, I guess it would be September 10th, when Debbie Collier went missing. So let's pick up on energy of what happened to you, Debbie Collier. The Magician. Three of Cups reversed. The High Priestess is reversed. Right away, I see the Magician as someone who created this event and is a trickster. And immediately we have the Three of Cups. I feel like this is basically a relationship has gone bad, or there could have been teamwork involved in this. And the High Priestess is reversed. It's like basically the High Priestess is all about like what's hidden, but it is reversed. So I feel like something's going to be uncovered as far as that is concerned. As far as the possibility of having other people involved, this is like how do I want to explain this? It's like the energy of just a relationship that was good went sour. Let's clarify with the energy of what happened. This is interesting. With this initially being deemed a suicide, it is possible that the Magician is Debbie herself. I'm saying that's what they wanted people to believe. We just got the High Priestess reversed again. And the Magician again with the Star. I feel like the Magician, the trickster energy is going to come to light. Okay, that's just what I'm picking up from that part. Okay. All right, Debbie. Straighten around here. Okay. All right, now the Crow Tarot. So we did the Rider-Waite Tarot, the Deviant Tarot. Now we'll just pull 3 from Crow. Let's clarify even further about what happened to you, Debbie Collier. Or give us confirmation. So it's the sense of greed is involved a little bit in some way. There was definitely some imbalance in Debbie's physical life in some way because we have the 2 of Pentacles reversed as well. And then we also have the World card. I feel like with the World card, it's like showing where normally there was a lot of protection, like in her home, for instance, or whatever, in her life. It's like there are people who are good for her and bad for her all around, right? Okay, all right. I need a drink. Okay, Debbie. All right, now I'm going to shuffle this deck, and we are going to get 3 cards from the Murder Mystery Oracle. I'm going to shuffle 3 times, draw a card, shuffle 3 times. You know the drill. So let's see, Debbie Collier. Important details are not being revealed to the public at this time. So that's interesting. Maybe there's some new other things that have come out besides. Like I said, I just saw a new updated article about Debbie Collier where there were a lot more injuries than were initially told to the public. All right. Another one. Drugs may be an important factor in this case. This is something that I already assumed as well. So details are not being revealed, and drugs could be an important factor. So one more card from this deck. Rage or extreme anger was a motive. 100%. These 3 cards were 1000% confirmation to what I already felt. Remember, so important details are not being revealed to us, the public. We got drugs may be a factor, a big factor in this. And rage or extreme anger was a motive. What else do you have to say to us, Debbie? Yeah. Homicide. I think the cleanup was like the fire, maybe. Well, no. She breathed in the heat. So maybe the cleanup wasn't the fire, but this was a homicide. And I feel like whenever we get the cleanup card in these readings, like even in the location tarot readings, that it's just like something nefarious took place and they're trying to sweep it under the rug. You know what I mean? Like, it was suicide. But it was homicide. All right, Debbie. Any more messages from this deck? We got the fired and the blackmail card. I think that the fired really has to do with maybe a fight, that fight that she had with her daughter. I think that the neighbor heard them arguing or something like that. And the blackmail card, well, maybe that has to do with the money that was transferred in the Venmo. I don't know. Let's see what else comes out. Is there some kind of marriage or wedding? Oh, maybe her marriage. I know that her husband is not the father of her children. We'll see what else comes out with that. What about the marriage card? Whoa. We got money, body double, deep fake. When I was asking about the marriage card. She wants me to grab the other deck. What about that We got secret society and work. When I first saw the work card, I was thinking, does someone not want to work? And the secret society, this is all a big secret. Anyone involved, because remember, with this card, it could be that more than one person was involved. Anyway, whoever all is involved must keep a hush-hush, similar to secret society. You don't talk about it with anyone outside of that group of people. That's it. Oh, I didn't realize I dropped so many. So those ones are a no. But this one, we got the suicide card as well. So now we got the suicide and the homicide card. Great. We're back at the beginning with all the question marks. Or is she? What are you trying to tell us with the suicide card, Debbie Collier? Is that what the secret, the work was to make it look like a suicide? Different deck. When I start asking too many questions, it goes a little haywire. So let's just get back to the basics. Debbie, I want you to just tell us anything you want about what happened to you. That one was the twin flames. The one mirrored souls pledged. But something was brewing in my brain, and now it went away because I said that. Running, avoiding. What's up with this? I'm just bothered. Well, I do know that her husband was always upset that she would give money to the kid. And the deep fake, I feel like now that I'm looking at it, okay, now that I'm speaking about it, yeah. I feel like the deep fake body double is like, the husband would be like, this isn't even your daughter anymore. This isn't her. She's a shell of the person because of, you know, the drugs. Stop giving her the money. Make her go to work. All right. But we got racing, running, avoiding. So there's definitely a sense of avoiding this. Okay. We got the journal. It says writing, diary, keeping notes. So I'm wondering if maybe more evidence is going to come out in people's cell phone data or in a diary that she was keeping or something. Even just post-it notes found around, I don't know, some kind of writing or some kind of correspondence. We got intervention, rescue, others involved. I feel like that's confirmation that others were involved. Projected, future days, weeks, months. I feel like the road to more answers is what this is about. In the coming days, weeks, months. Possibly. Alright, Debbie Collier. What else can you tell us about what happened to you, Debbie? What else do you want to tell us? Anything else? Anything else? Are we done with this deck now, Debbie? Debbie's like, there's nothing else to say. It's pretty clear. What I believe is being said here is that this was all creation. This was all created by some trickster. This whole view of what took place. Right? Where was... What happened to the suicide card? It's gone. Oh my god. Hold on. What is this card? Oh my gosh, all this stuff. Dirty little secret. Oh my god. That was on the floor, but where is the home? The suicide card is gone. I must have put it back in the deck. Oh, there it is. Right on top. I think it's weird that it was back in the deck and I didn't even know. I think that was a message in itself as well as the dirty little secret. Because remember when I said, oh, great, now we have the homicide and the suicide, so we're back to the same old question. But then I lost the suicide card, and while trying to find the suicide card, I found the dirty little secret card. That whole thing that just went down was a message from Debbie. She's clever like that, evidently. Thank you, Debbie. Do you guys see what she was saying there? I see what she was saying there. So it was definitely a homicide. It's a dirty little secret. There were probably more than one person involved here, okay? Remember that she gave us the magician twice. Remember she gave us the high priestess reversed twice. Secrets come into light with this trickster energy. We also got the star next to the magician in the Deviant tarot. Again, awareness is being brought forth. This had to do with greed. This had to do with an imbalance in the physical life, the home life, really. This had to do with having bad people mixed in. All right. Now, remember the 3 we got here, that the important details are being held back from the public, okay, at this time. Drugs are an important factor in this case. Rage or extreme anger was a motive in this case, all right? Money seems to also be somewhat of a motive because we got money and blackmail. We got work and fired. Okay, we got the dirty little secret and the secret society. The homicide and the cleanup, remember? All right, now marriage, body double. Remember, there was always like fights about this. So in the coming days, weeks, months, we might see more evidence coming out. They're on the run. The others involved, everyone's on the run. Okay, but there's no escaping it. It's like the wheels are already kind of in motion, I think. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Do you have anything else for us, Debbie? We'll give her one more chance to give us a message and... Oh. Yeah. Breakup and caregiver. I don't know for sure, but maybe like Debbie Collier was like, I used to take care of you, but now bye. Like, I'm done because you're not even the same person that I raised at this point. You're not being the same person I raised at this point. I think that this reading is over. Okay. So take a look at Debbie Collier. And say, does she look like someone who's going to like go in the woods, get naked, and set herself on fire? I don't think so either. Everyone take just a moment now just to say a quick prayer. Let's pray for justice for Debbie Collier. All right. Now it is time for Debbie Collier to go back to the energy from where she came. So Debbie Collier, thank you so much for telling your story through these tarot cards. Thank you for using me as a channel for your voice. And now I release you to go back to the energy from where you came. Goodbye, Debbie Collier. Thank you.